Well, imagine you go in for heart surgery. That can be frightening enough, right? Well, then imagine you find out an experimental device has been implanted in your body without your consent. That is the reality for more than 700 patients who received surgery to fix leaky heart valves at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Illinois. Today, the Mayo Clinic trained physician who has been fighting to shine a light on the truth spoke with KIMT News 3's Jessica Bringy. Jessica joins us now with a KIMT News 3 exclusive. So, Jessica, what's being done about this?
Katie, after 12 years of fighting, the Food and Drug Administration is beginning to acknowledge the controversy. I was in the room as Dr. Nalini Rashomon spoke on the phone with the FDA. It's an interview she's been working towards for more than a decade. You're witnessing moments before a phone call, more than a decade in the making.
It took a long time, but I feel like I've done what I needed to do to follow my vocation, follow my oath.
The journey to this day began back in 2006 when a clinical trial began to test an experimental heart valve at Northwestern Memorial Hospital.
I'm fighting for my own patients and all the other patients who received an experimental heart device, a research prototype that needed human testing before it was able to be launched on the U.S. market.
Dr. Nalini Rashomon says she became aware patients weren't being told they were guinea pigs for Dr. Patrick McCarthy's prototype in 2007. That's when a 38-year-old patient began suffering severe complications that required a second open heart surgery at the Cleveland Clinic.
I reported that, and at that moment, it should have been a 5-minute conversation to tell my superiors that they could tell the few patients that had gotten the device, and they did none of that.
Dr. Al Edwards was one of those patients.
The ring I have implanted in my chest, I'm clearly convinced it's investigational.
Diagnosed with a heart attack in 2007, Edwards was only made aware it was likely from the faulty heart valve in 2018 after ongoing cardiac issues.
The outcome that I would like to see is to get this fully disclosed to all the patients so that their health caregivers could give them the correct sort of follow-up.
For the past 12 years, Dr. Rashomon has been fighting to get the FDA to acknowledge the device wasn't cleared for use despite being sewn into the hearts of more than 700 patients to treat their valve diseases.
And these are not minor injuries. There's stroke, there's heart attacks, there's deaths, there's reoperations, you name it, it's happened.
This week, she got the chance to present her decades of research to the FDA.
The FDA, to know that there were 122 product defects discovered in the prototype design. These patients deserve to know what was going on.
Now the hope is all patients who receive the faulty device will be notified so they can receive the care they deserve.
This is what's missing, this is what's needed, and you know, these patients are floundering.
Now, I did reach out to the FDA for comment, but do have yet to hear back. And Katie Rashomon tells me she is not looking to take any legal action. She just says she wants to do what's best for her patients' health.
All right, fantastic story. Thanks, Jessica. Again, at least 700 patients received the faulty device, and all of those patients could be at risk for severe complications. In Austin, abduction, how officers were able to foil the